Yes, a very good evening to all of you. Am I audible and visible over there? A very good evening to all of you. Am I audible, visible over there? People are there? Or else became volatile? Yes, are there? Jashwant has written yes. Yes, Gokul. A very good evening to. Good evening. Yes, good evening to everyone here. Is audio okay there? Audio and video? Yes, hello, hi everyone. So how are you people doing today? How is everything at your end? Excellent. Nice. Fine there. Who is this wonderful person who is asking me, have you completed entrance exam? What kind of question is that? Ridiculous. Here a student is sitting here, you should be more worried about, a student clearing the exam. And definitely all the teachers who stand here, they are capable enough. Let me be very, very clear. Yes. Hello, everyone. Okay. Now the thing is, did you people revise whatever we have, kind of learned yesterday? Did you people revise there? Because the elements which I have introduced yesterday, it was little bit, you have not come across them. We have revised, okay? So the same way, the way I asked you few elements before proceeding for the session, right? And I think if I'm not wrong, we have finished 3D series and 4D series. Am I correct there? 3D and 4D we have completed. Jashwant, we have completed with a 3D series and I think 4D series too we have written, I guess. Yes, okay. Now, whatever question I'm asking, definitely either I'll ask you the element or else the symbol of it, or else I'll write down the symbol and I'll ask you the name of it, the regular session, at least so that at least I can come to know whether you people are really revising at home or not. Okay. Let me ask you now, what is the symbol of radon? What is the symbol of the element radon? Please type the answer in the chat box there. Radon. See, Dora, you got it wrong, beta. RA is not the symbol of it. Mahesh, also, you have got it wrong, beta. Radon is RN. Those who are writing RA, that is for radium. RN and RA. That is the reason I stress upon, you must write down. Okay. Now tell me, this radon belongs to which particular group? This radon belongs to which particular group? 18. Very good. Now the thing is, tell me, what is the special name given to this group elements here? No, Suryansh, it's not 17, beta. Krishna, we are going by the latest IUPAC there, not 7A, 8A like that. Okay. Noble gases or inert gases. Okay. Now, if at all I say that, what is the symbol of an element which is, kind of manganese? Manganese, what is the symbol? Manganese. Lucky it's not halogens, beta. Manganese, Mni. Manganese, so everybody remembers. Good. Can you tell me which series of the D block does it belong to? I just told you that entire periodic table is divided into 4 blocks. Which block does it belong to? Correct. And people are writing here 3D series. Wonderful. Okay. Can you tell me here the symbol of element titanium? Titanium. Wonderful. Many of you are writing it correctly. It's good to see that. Titanium. Titanium is Ti. Good. Yttrium symbol, do we remember? Yttrium. Symbol of the element yttrium. Yttrium. Dora again wrong. Suryansh also wrong. Yttrium, Y. It's Y. Yttrium is Y. Good. Can you tell me for molybdenum? Molybdenum. Yeah, many people have written it correct. Navina, I think Revati, Gokul. Good. Tell me for molybdenum. MO. Niobium. For niobium, do we remember? Niobium. Niobium. Yeah. Teju, no, it's not NO, beta. Niobium. NB. Very good. Tell me about rhodium. Symbol of rhodium. Rhodium. Good. It is RH. Rhodium. Can you tell me about the name of the element whose symbol is Ru? Name of the element whose symbol is Ru. Ru. Suryansh, it's not rubidium, beta. Ruthenium is absolutely correct. Good. Ruthenium is absolutely correct. Can you tell me an element which comes after yttrium in the same series? Like just next element to yttrium. Can you tell me the name of that element? Anisha, symbol is quite wrong, beta. Majority of you have written it correctly. That is zirconium. Okay, good. So zirconium is Zr. Can you tell me, we have read about 4D series, right? Can you tell me what is the last element there? In the 4D series, what is the last element? If you remember the mnemonic, I have given you something. What is the last element there? Cadmium. Good. Now, when I go for 3D series, what is the last element there? What is the last element there? In the 3D series, good. That is zinc. Now, one more question. 3D series elements, I am writing in which period? Tell me the period in which I am writing 3D series elements. Wonderful. Okay. Can you tell me the element which just appears after molybdenum? Can you tell me an element which appears just after molybdenum, next to molybdenum or neighbor of molybdenum? Yeah, good. So now here you are able to say all these elements because of the mnemonic which is there in your mind. It will become much more easier for you. Okay. So now it's good to see that all of you have revised the things properly. Now we are going to go for the further one. So we have written about 3D series. We have written about 4D series. Now I told you in D block, how many series were there? Do you remember? In D block, how many series of elements were there? How many series of the elements were there? 4. Namely 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D. So 2 we have seen, 2 more we have to see. Okay. So now let us go for 5D series. Now 5D series, tell me in which period I should be writing that. What will be the period number in which I'll be writing 5D series element? Sixth period. Very good. Sixth period. And again, this series will also consist of 10 elements. Now I'm going to write down that series, and after that we'll discuss about the names of them. And after that, I'll tell you a small story also to remember this. Now here, you are having LA, which stands for lanthanum. LA is for, and see, when you are sitting on the other side, generally when I'm taking offline class, I generally ask the students to repeat the name loudly, right? So that you are easily able, when you repeat something loudly, it will be there in your mind for a longer time. So when you are sitting on the other side, from here on the other side there, it's always advisable that you please, kind of, when I'm saying certain name, you are also saying it loudly, so that it becomes much more easier for you to memorize. So LA stands for lanthanum. Then HF stands for, anybody is having idea there? Hafnium. HF is for, somebody has written Lathinium, that's wrong, beta. HF is for hafnium. And see, the thing is, I do not expect that you people would be knowing their names. Reason being, these are the elements which you do not come across very regularly or very often. Okay. So HF stands for hafnium. Okay. TA stands for tantalum. TA stands for tantalum. Okay. Not thallium, beta. Thallium is done. Thallium is in good group 13. W is for tungsten. W is for tungsten. I am saying the name tungsten, but why the symbol W? Because for tungsten, the symbol has been derived from its Latin name, which is wolfram, right? Which is wolfram. Okay. Then Re is for rhenium. Re is for rhenium. Okay. Then IR is for iridium. IR is for iridium. Then you are having OS. OS is for osmium. OS is for osmium. Okay. PT, I think you might be knowing. PT. Do we have idea about PT? PT. Yeah, platinum. Good. AU. AU stands for AU, gold. And the symbol again, it is AU because its Latin name is aurum. Okay. Then HG is for mercury. Mercury, all of you know because you have seen that in the thermometers. Nowadays, so that digital thermometers are there. So it is mercury. And what is the Latin name of mercury? Do we know? Latin name of mercury. Latin name of mercury. Any idea from where that symbol is coming? Latin name of mercury, hydrogen. Very good. So here I am first going to write down the names and then I'll tell you about the mnemonic. So it is lanthanum, hafnium, then tantalum. You are having here tungsten. Then you are having here rhenium. Then you are having here iridium. Then you are having here osmium. Then you are having here platinum. Then you are having here this one as gold and this one is mercury. And here I'll write down a note. You already know that note will contain the elements whose symbol is derived from their Latin name in this particular series. So you are having here tungsten. Latin name is wolfram. Then you are having here AU, which is aurum. And then you are having here HG, which is hydrogen. Right. Okay. Now going for learning about this, basically The mnemonic for that, there is a small story which I generally tell to my students. How many of you know about Osama bin Laden? Have you ever heard of him? As such, that person does not exist anymore. But he was, kind of a notorious person. Do we know about Osama bin Laden? No, we do not know. So the thing is, he was one of the most wanted terrorists actually, right? So not a good human being actually. So the thing is, when they are most wanted, so suppose you are, you want to somehow destroy the, or else you want to stop the terrorism actually. Suppose you are with that noble cause, you have got a good heart and you want to stop that terrorism. Okay. So what do you plan to do? And for, kind of carrying out these terrorist activities, these people require huge amount of, kind of money. So what they do, generally they keep it in black or maybe in terms of gold or some, kind of heavy metal like that, or precious metal like that. So you decided that basically you want to destroy his wealth. If his wealth is destroyed, so he may become weak. Okay. So now what you are trying to do, you want to destroy that, but if at all you are an outsider, you cannot do that, right? So you have to win his trust. So for that reason, what you are doing, you are kind of getting along with the people who work for him, right? So one such group, you will become, you are doing quite a hard work to be a part of that group. Okay, you are trying to please those people, and nobody knows that you are doing some undercover operation. Okay. So the thing is, then one day you become, kind of close to one of the close associate of Osama, right? Now, in your mind, you want to, you know that, Osama likes challenges. Okay. So you want to, kind of instigate him that, okay, let me kind of give him a challenge so that he agrees to me and he falls into your trap. And somehow, kind of, you'll be able to destroy the wealth. So what you say, generally people are gathered at a party and Osama is also there. You are also there with the associates. So you just simply say that, I can find a woman who can talk very less. So Osama doesn't agree. He said it is not possible. A woman talking less, not at all possible. Right? But usually it is like general people have, kind of made a notion that women can't be silent. It's not the case. It depends from person to person. It applies to male and female as well. But only for the mnemonic sake, I'm saying that, okay, he just said, I'll find out a woman or a woman who is not talking much, right? So Osama said, and this is a kind of, Osama said, you cannot find out. So you said, no, I can, I bet, right? So again, you have instigated him. So he was like, okay, what do you want to bet on? So you say that if at all I find that kind of women from the world, anyone also, then you are going to, kind of destroy your wealth. The way I say, can you do that? Right? So he was like, he was in good mood. He agreed. Okay. So now you keep on, kind of searching for that kind of women. Is it possible? Is it possible? So you visited very common places like malls, cafe, right? So it has been like 1 month, 2 months like that has gone. And then after 2 to 3 months, you were sitting in a cafe and there was a group of women there, right? And out of that, you noticed that one woman was very, very silent, being very, very silent, speaking very, very less, right? And you try to then follow that woman, that is it the case only with these people she is talking less, or is in general also she talks less? So the thing is, you observed, you followed that woman for some time just to notice that whether she is having that kind of original nature or not. And after following for a few days her activities, her nature, you got to know that you have discovered that she exists. Okay. So then you went to Osama. And Osama is, kind of very, very, if he says something, if he promises something, hook or crook, he'll definitely do it. Right. So ultimately what he has to do, he has to destroy his gold, wealth, right? So he has to basically, he has in that irritation, actually, when you told him that I found a girl or a woman who speaks less. So in that irritation, what he did, he put all his gold into the mercury and destroyed it. This is just a small story for relating that. So let us write down that. So this one is latest Half talking means less talking, and I've tried to make the mnemonic in such a way so that it is similar to this, kind of whatever is the sound of that particular element's name, so that you are easily able to remember that. So latest, half talking, women researched So here I'm going to write down, this one will be osmium here, and then you are having here iridium. Name we are going to write down here. So Osama got irritated. Osama irritated, put gold in mercury. Put gold in mercury. Please write it down, all of you. And after writing, type in the chat box that it is done. Right? Please write down osmium first, beta, and iridium afterwards. And did you people note down their elements and the Latin name? And this way it will be more easier for you to remember the name of the symbol. Joel is asking me, does it make any problem if we change the position? Yes, it does make problem, beta, because in your periodic table all the elements are arranged according to their increasing atomic number. So if you exchange the place, their atomic number will be wrong there, right? So it's very, very important that you are writing down. That is the reason mnemonic is given. Otherwise you people will be so creative with so many 118 elements, so many periodic tables will be there, just because we can write down any element anywhere. I hope I answered your question, beta, Joel. Did we write down this part also? Did we write down this part as well? Yes, okay. Now, before we proceed to the next series of the D block, I would like to tell you one thing. So osmium and iridium, this one is correct one, beta. That's why I changed there. Osmium is first, iridium is next. Getting it? Now the thing is, if at all you go for writing ruthenium, rhodium and rhenium, let me write down ruthenium, rhodium, rhenium. They are sounding similar, right? Ruthenium, first two letter symbol. Rhodium, first two letter RH. Rhenium, you cannot write down RH, so you take the next one, which is RE. Is it clear? What didn't you understand, Sanjana? What you didn't understand in that? Please ask your doubt. I'm not able to understand your doubt, beta. One thing you did not understand, please ask what is that thing, beta. Where is ruthenium here? Ruthenium is not here. Were you there in the last class? I've explained that. Kindly refer to that. And generally radon and radium basically people confuse with. Radium and radon. Radon is Rn. You can remember radon is belonging to the last group. So first and last you can take. And radium is Ra. Okay. So we are done with this. Let us move further and make sure that you are remembering all these things, important points which I am telling you. Okay. Sanjana, there is nothing to understand there, beta. If at all you have forgotten something, you can definitely revisit the video of yesterday and you can go through it. Just the mnemonic there. Okay. Now, let us go for, so we have written the 5D series. Okay. We are going for now 6D series. 6D series will be present in which period? 6D series will be present in which period? Hanisha is first to reply. Hanisha, Madhu, very good. So it will be present in 7th period. And here also it will consist of 10 elements. Now for 6D series, it consists mainly of the newer elements. Acha, Sanjana, you are asking me the things which I wrote in yellow. See, for the previous slide, Vita, I just have written that you people can get confused with the symbol. So you have to be kind of careful there. That when I am writing ruthenium, you are simply writing the first two letters. Rhodium, you are again writing the first two letters as the symbol of that element. But when you go for rhenium, spelling is RHE. You might write down by mistake RH as the symbol, which will not be. It has to be taken the next letter, RE. That's what I said there. I hope it is clear. Now let us go for writing the symbol of the elements here. Now here, probably, definitely you will not be knowing the elements here. AC, I think AC you should know. AC, do we have idea about? AC. Actinium, very good, right? Now, these are, kind of newly discovered elements. So some elements have been named based upon the name of a scientist, or they have been named upon the places here, name of the places in where in certain labs these elements were synthesized. So either based upon a particular lab which was present in a particular place, or else depending upon few scientists who you already know. Okay. So let us go ahead here. So AC stands for actinium. Okay. AC is for actinium. And the same exercise, whatever I am repeating, make sure you are also repeating so that the pronunciation of that particular element also becomes clear to you. Okay. RF is rutherfordium. RF is rutherfordium. Okay. Then DB stands for dubnium. DB stands for dubnium. Then SG stands for seaborgium. SG stands for seaborgium. Okay. Then BH stands for borium. BH stands for borium. Okay. Then HS stands for hassium. It stands for hassium. Okay. Then MT stands for meitnerium. MT stands for meitnerium. DS stands for dermstatium. Dermstatium is DS. Then you are having RG, which is Röntgenium. RG is Röntgenium. Okay. And CN is Copernicium. CN is Copernicium. Okay. So we are going to first write down the name of all these elements here. So AC is actinium. Then you are having here rutherfordium. Then you are having here dubnium. Then seaborgium. Then you are having here borium. Then this is hassium. This is meitnerium. This is dermstatium. This is Röntgenium. This one is Copernicium. Copernicium. Now, out of this, can you tell me, out of these elements, which you are able to recognize is based upon the name of the scientist? Leave actinium. Apart from actinium, you tell me, what are the elements which are based upon certain scientists which you are able to identify? Okay. So RF is based upon Rutherford. Can you tell me what Rutherford is famous for? You people have studied about atomic structure of atom. It is basic of that. Rutherford. And a gold sheet experiment. It's very, very famous. Dubnium is not based on that. Seaborgium is again one scientist. Borium. Seaborgium, actually he has received Nobel Prize for synthesizing Neptunium element. Borium, again you know Bohr's model. Bohr's model, little bit idea you might have. Okay? Then there is one scientist here who is responsible for discovering X-ray. In the second line, there is one scientist who is responsible for discovering X-ray, and based on his name, there is one element here present in the second row. It's Roentgen actually. Okay. Yes, there is Meitnerium is also based upon a female physicist there. And her surname is Meitner. So based on that, her name is here. The name of the element is Meitnerium. Okay. And the last one which you are able to see is Copernicium. It is based upon the name of an astronomer, Nicholas Copernicus, right? Who actually gave the idea that Earth revolves around the sun. So these are few ones which are based upon the name of the scientist. Now coming to the places. Dubnium, it is one of the city in Russia where, in its lab, the element was synthesized for the very first time. So that's why it is claimed like that. Okay. Then you are having here Hassium. Hassium is also a place in, kind of a city in Germany. Okay. Similarly, Darmstadt also. Darmstadt is the name of the place, and because of that, since every element, if you see, every element name is ending with em, right? So that's why Darmstadt is the name of the place where kind of in the research laboratory it was synthesized. So for that reason, it is called as Darmstadtium. It is Darmstadtium. Now, let me tell you the mnemonic here. And for that mnemonic, I'll tell you a small story which will be helping you out. Okay. Yes, Jaswant, it is Niels Bohr, right? Now, the thing is, normally we feel like, kind of the scientists who are there, they're always into their own world of just studies, experimenting. They might not have any kind of hobby, right? And Rutherford was a resident of New Zealand, okay? But surprisingly, Rutherford, Rutherford is creative also, right? And he is interested in music. And generally what people used to see him sitting in his own metro. So he is a scientist. He likes to, kind of work in his own metro. That is his workplace. That is his workspace where he loves to do his work. Okay. So what he did, kind of Rutherford, surprisingly, he dubbed a song, right? So where did he dub the song? Basically behind his metro. Where is his metro? His metro is in Darmstadtium, right? And the kind of song which he dubbed, for that he was, he won a precious, kind of metal rose gold coin, right? Normally earlier days, whenever you used to write down something good or, you used to make something good. So you will be getting, some kind of coins there, maybe silver coin, gold coin. And here I am just writing rose gold coin. Okay. So the thing is here, you are going to write down here. This is here actually Rutherford dubbed a song behind his metro. Where is metro? In Darmstadtium. And one rose gold coin. And one rose gold coin. Please write it down. Lucky beta, something is like you can do Google also beta. Yeah, na? You people are Gen Z, right? So prove that you are Gen Z. Not everything has to be, kind of coming from a teacher's mouth. This is chemistry class. And that's what is the problem with the Gen Z. Na? Everything has to come out from teacher's mouth. Otherwise, that does not carry any fundamental. You people have curiosity, so find it out on your own. And here from rose gold, you can write down with a RG. You know? That's why we have kind of written rose gold. Vignesh, chemistry can be easy or difficult. You know? It depends upon how much effort you are putting for any subject. And it applies to any subject which you read. If you work hard, everything is easy. If you do not want to work hard, everything is difficult. That is the underlying principle. See, rest of the people have, kind of searched for you. Germany, they have got the answer. Are we done writing here? Let me know. And in fact, I took the name also, that Darmstadt is in Germany. You know? Finished writing here? So in D block, we have gone for, in fact, we have entirely completed our periodic table horizontally. Horizontally, we can easily write down, horizontally as well as vertically. Because if you see the periodic table, it will be something like this. Right? We have completed all the elements here. First period, second period, right? Third period, like that. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, like that. Okay? And the elements which I have talked about, fourth period, fifth period, sixth period, and seventh period, we have completed like that here, right? Now, I would advise that you kindly practice, kind of the elements, making your own periodic table. Own in the sense, it should be matching with the existing one. It shouldn't be that, kind of, you do not know about it, or else some new periodic table only you are discovering. That shouldn't be the case, okay? And that's the reason I'm not asking you to draw it today. That practice we'll do it tomorrow, provided you have practiced it already at home. Are we able to understand there why I'm asking you? Now I have given you almost the entire thing horizontally. Okay. Now the next which is going to follow from here is D block elements, how to write down vertically down. Because knowing that also is going to help you out in the long run. Okay. So let us try to cover that here. D block elements vertically. Vertically down. Okay, Lucky, you also have done it. Wonderful, but good. See, always, you should, if at all you have got a question in your mind now, you people are in such a, such a place where now you do not have to wait for anyone to answer your queries. You should be like going on Google. There are so many platforms where you can search for whatever is the curiosity. You can research. And anything which is learnt on your own, that will always remain with you for longer time, right? That is the reason I feel like, it should not be a spoon feeding kind of thing. You should be curious enough. Curiosity is really good. If it is good, then make sure that you're not killing it. If at all curiosity is good, you should go behind that. You never know what happens. That's how scientists are created, no? They were curious enough, then only they made so many elements and brought chemistry for you. which some might be feeling, why did they become curious? And the one person which they hate, which you people most hate most is Newton. You would be thinking that why did he not eat that apple just like that rather than thinking about the laws? Because of which, entire physics you have to read. Am I correct? Chemistry, so still for chemistry scientists, you can still, kind of still sympathize with them. Okay, no problem. But with physics, I know once you start reading, a few of you will be, kind of, why did he not simply eat this, apple? And so correct. And Teju is relating with that. Okay. Now let us go for D block elements. And when I say D block elements are going to be present from group 3 to 12. Group 3 to 12. Okay. So here I am writing D block elements. They are present from group 3 to group 12. And we are going to go for group 3 first here. Now here tell me the name of the elements. These are vertically down in the same group they are present. Symbol SC is symbol of what? Tell me there. SC is symbol of scandium. Very good. Y is symbol for? Y beta, Y is symbol for? Whose name you should remember beta? Lucky, what are you trying to ask? Scandium and then yttrium. Correct. After yttrium, what I have written? After yttrium, what I have written? Lanthanum. Very good. After lanthanum, what I have written there? After lanthanum, what I have written? After lanthanum, actinium. Okay. Now, how would you remember this vertically down? Suppose you are appearing for your NEET examination, right? And normally what happens, you want to have, you ask your parent that if I crack the examination in the first attempt, then whatever I say, you are going to give me that. Normally we have that tendency of bargaining with the parents. If I do this, would you do this for me? Right? So parents sometimes, to encourage you, they may agree also. Okay. So here, what is your demand? You want scooter, which is Yamaha, and you want latest AC. That means you do not want to suffer when you go in the hostel also. You want it to be perfect. You want something to roam around. You want a vehicle to roam around. That's why you are asking for Yamaha. And you want latest AC. So that you can be, kind of relaxing, chilling. So the thing is here, we can write down the element is scandium, yttrium. You are having here lanthanum. And then you are having here actinium. And here I'll write down the mnemonic. Scooter, Yamaha. Scooter, Yamaha. And you are having here latest AC. Write it down, then one by one we'll proceed. And if at all we are done, write down done there. It could be anything. Somebody has written, Lucky has written Sinchans, Yak, Lily acts nice. Why nice? It can be any mnemonic which you remember. There's no compulsion there. Then, group 4. Group 4. Now, the thing is, TI stands for which element here? Fine, Lucky, that is good, beta. If at all you have remembered like that, I'm not asking anybody to change the mnemonic. If you know some better mnemonic or else which you have already memorized in your mind, that's absolutely fine. titanium, and then you are having here zirconium, then hafnium, and RF is for rutherfordium. Okay. Now for this, again a very small story. Suppose you have gone into a college, right? You have already taken the admission. Now generally in the college you will be having, in the morning times you will be having classes, and generally in the evening you people are free. And in the college at many places there will be small tapris of the chai and a tea post kind of thing. Now you happen to kind of there was one boy working at that kind of tea post, and his name was Rutherford. His name was Rutherford because maybe his parents were kind of too much kind of impressed by Rutherford or someone like that, so they kept the name as Rutherford. Okay. So you and your friends, they went to the that tea post, or the place where you people hang out and have tea. So what you are asking, normally if at all we have to go to that particular place, we generally say bring 1 cup tea, cutting tea, half tea, like that. No? So you simply said like this here, tea zara half Rutherford. Na? Rutherford is that chai wala there, na? A boy who works there. Okay. So we are going to write down that here. This is titanium. Then you are having here zirconium. Then you are having here hafnium. And this is rutherfordium. So T, zara is kunchum in Telugu, na? Zara means little quantity. Half Rutherford. Finished? I think Gokul is done there. Swapna also. What about others? Completed. Good. Now, tell me the symbol of the elements here. And I'll write down a little bit here. Group 5. V for vanadium. Then Nb is for niobium. Ta is for tantalum. Good. Db is for dubnium. So I'm going to write down here vanadium, niobium, then tantalum, and you are having here dubnium. Now a very small story here also. So the thing is, how many of you know Ratan Tata? How many of you know or heard about Ratan Tata? Which mnemonic, beta? Junior, were you not listening when I am teaching, beta? We already know about Ratan Tata. He was a very noble man, right? A very noble industrialist. A true person who cares for the growth of India, right? So the thing is here, you happen to suppose visit Dubai, right? So now in Dubai, whom did you meet? You met actually Ratan Tata. So you say very noble Tata, you met him in Dubai, right? So that's what is the mnemonic here. Very noble Tata, where? In Dubai. Okay? Sana, ready? If at all you have anything better, you can directly tell me. है ना? You do not have to gossip around anything here. Maybe this is your first class. And I already told my students that I normally speak a little bit faster. And that's, I told you, that's not purpose, on purpose. It's like my built up there. I have been manufactured like that. If you're not getting particular thing, you can ask. And I'm repeating anything at least twice or thrice. And in that case, if at all you're not getting, that is telling how much concentration you are having. That's very poor concentration then. How many times each mnemonic I'm telling you? That's not a matter of sorry, beta. It's very simple to write down anything on the chat box and run away. Kindly take the responsibility of your own actions. If you are having any doubt, I'm very patiently handling the doubts here. Your doubts are most welcomed, but not like this. I do not entertain activities like this. Did you finish writing here? Finish writing? Now we'll wind up the session here itself and we'll continue the next one from the next class. Please revise whatever we have learned. There are still from group 6 to 12 we have to go for, and make sure that at least horizontally you are writing, right? Horizontally you are writing all the elements and you are trying to at least make the periodic table at least once or twice on your own. Are we getting that? You are trying to make the periodic table horizontal, vertically at present you do not worry. For D block you will be very well able to write down horizontally, that I've already given you. So make sure that you are basically doing it. Okay, beta? So please revise the thing, and whatever is the more confusing, more times you write down, more better you are going to be. Because on Sunday you will definitely have to give the examination on whatever I'm teaching you in the class here. Clear? Fine then. See you tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day.